Anyways, the Lower Brazos River. I got a digging stick, wherever I put it, hardwood, and I've just been sifting through, sifting through this stuff. I mean, it's super soft. Did bring a shovel besides him, but he keeps filling it in. Super soft. I didn't bring the proper equipment to really go through it, but I mean, you can see the layers in it. Coarse gravel. Lots of cool stuff buried. You just gotta dig for it, right? Savage. Found a couple things. Possible petrified wood. I don't know if that's a shark tooth or not. Hard to tell. That's just a seashell, possibly. And a dog that loves to fill in holes. Can you try digging for once, mister? Something gonna pop up out of there and get you. Oh, time lapse over there. The water. Those are the two sandbanks I'm gonna try and hit. No one really gets to those. And then there's one right there. Looks like it's accessible from the other side. I don't know whose property that is, so try to come back and hit over there. Somebody keeps watching my back. Guard dog. Anyways, lots of gravel out here. You can have fun for days, just digging random holes, seeing what you can find.
The Brazos River, called the Rio de los Brazos de Dios, the River of the Arms of God by early Spanish explorers, is the 11th longest river in the United States at 1,280 miles or 2,060 kilometers. From its headwater source at the head of Black Draw, Roosevelt County, New Mexico, to its mouth at the Gulf of Mexico, with a 45,000 square mile drainage basin, one of Texas's longest rivers. It is sometimes used to mark the boundary between East Texas and West Texas. The river is closely associated with Texas history, particularly the Austin settlement and Texas Revolutionary eras. Today, major Texas institutions such as Texas Tech University, Baylor University, Texas A&M University are located close to the river's basins, as are part of the metropolitan area of Houston. Geography. The Brazos proper begins at the confluence of the Salt Fork and Double Mountain Fork, two tributaries at the Upper Brazos that rise on the high plains of the Llano Estacado, flowing 840 miles or 1,350 kilometers southeast of Central Texas. Another major tributary of the Upper Brazos is the Clear Fork Brazos River, which passes by Abilene and joins the main river near Graham. Important tributaries of the Lower Brazos include Paluxy River, Bostique River, the Little River, the Yega River, Nolan River, the Leon River, the San Gabriel River, the Lampasas River, and the Navasota River. Initially running east towards Dallas and Fort Worth, the Brazos turns south, passing through Waco and the Brazos Baylor University campus. Further south near Calvert, Texas, and then past Bryan and College Station, then through Richmond, Texas and Fort Bend County, and empties into the Gulf of Mexico in the marshes just south of Freeport. The main stem of the Brazos is dammed in three places, all north of Waco, forming Possum Kingdom Lake, Lake Granbury, and Lake Whitney. Of these three, Granbury was the last to be completed in 1969, with its construction proposed in the late 1950s. John Graves wrote his book, Goodbye to the River. The Whitney Dam, located on the Upper Brazos, provides hydroelectric power, flood control, and irrigation to enable efficient cotton growth in the river valley. A small municipal dam, Lake Brazos Dam, is near the downstream city limit of Waco at the end of the Baylor campus. It raises the level of the river through the city to form a town lake. It is impoundment. This impoundment of the Brazos through Waco is locally called Lake Brazos. 19 major reservoirs are located along the Brazos. The Brazos River has many different species within its banks. The color of the water shifts and turns with the curves of the long basin. I'm about to read to you from Texas Parks and Wildlife, and what they say the amount, type, and specification of species that live within the waters. The Brazos River encompasses most of Texas and is the largest river in the state. Highly recommend that you go to Texas Parks and Wildlife and visit just how many resources are available in the state parks and very knowledgeable individuals that volunteer there, as well as state park employees. The Brazos River is one of two major rivers in Texas that empties into the Gulf of Mexico through an undredged mouth. This results in a delactic environment that provides excellent habitats for shorebirds. Extensive bottomland hardwood forests that line the banks of the Brazos and associated marshes provide habitat for a wide variety of bird species throughout the year, including numerous heron and egret species, barred owls, purple gallinules, least bitterns, and Protharny warblers. Other inhabitants include American alligators, bobcats, white-tailed deer, raccoons, gray foxes, and feral hogs. The river itself provides a habitat for gar, catfish, crappie, known as crappie, a freshwater drum, amongst other fish species. The ecological significance segment is from the confluence with the Gulf of Mexico in Brazoria County, upstream to FM 529 in Austin and Waller County. This is part of the TNRCC stream segments 1201 and 1202. 1. Hydrological function performs valuable hydrologic functions related to flood and attenuation, water quality, and groundwater recharge of the Chillicothe Aquifer. 2. Riparian Conservation Area, fringed by Brazos Bend State Park and Stephen F. Austin State Park, as part of the Great Texas Coastal Birding Trail. 3. Threatened or endangered species, unique communities significant due to the presence of rare live oak water pecan bottomlands and diamondback terrapin. Many resources are available to individuals that are interested in learning more about the Brazos and the different areas. I myself personally have traveled all the way from Freeport to the headwaters in New Mexico, and I have to say, certain portions of the water near Waco are very lovely and clear. Farther up in New Mexico, the water is pristine, a bubbling brook over stones, some which are carried down to the basin that you've seen me pull out of the ground today. It's a beautiful river with a lot of history, and I highly recommend that you explore from one end to the other, because you never know where adventure might take you. The Brazos River is quite diverse, anything from the small streams of New Mexico to the very wide mouth that is found near the Gulf of Mexico, near Freeport. The currents are very strong, and it is highly recommended that you do not swim, and make sure you do your research before you do. The life that is found within may try to make a snack or a meal out of you. American alligators are known in Texas to reach 13 feet 8 inches and over 900 pounds. They are carnivores and will absolutely be able to drag you to the bottom of the depths of the river. Be sure to be careful. Many kayakers, fishermen, and other outdoorsmen have zero issues on the river as they enjoy its beauty. Be sure to care for the river and to pick up your trash and to police others. I highly recommend that you check out Brazos Bend State Park. It is teeming with alligators and is open year-round. Some of the best camping in Texas is in the wintertime. That concludes this episode. Thank you for tuning in. If If you've enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more content to follow. You guys are what make this channel. Be sure to get out there and enjoy the outdoors. Sit down, pick up a book, take a deep breath, and ignore the news.